Roll, man.
Scott, when you look back on the Vandy game, offensively, what did you see out of the guys?
Same thing in terms of what we talked about, inconsistencies. There's times when we get drives going and we're rolling and we have momentum. We're on schedule, and then there's times whenever we'll start with an explosive play, come back with another explosive play, and the next thing you know that we make a mistake either through execution or a penalty, and we're behind in schedule. And anytime that we're third down and 7+, that's not optimal for us. If you look at the third downs that were in this game, we were third and 8+. Out of our 12 times, I believe it was 8 or 9. And we can't play in that. We need to be in third and medium.
Brad, did you find out what's going on with the late play calls? You know, when you guys were kind of rushed, like 15, 16, 17 seconds?
Yeah, they weren't getting out of the huddle as crisp as we have in the past. We've been really paying attention. We've typically been breaking the huddle with 22 seconds, and we were getting out of the huddle just a little too late in comparison to where we were at in the past.
Why was that?
Procedure. Huddle procedure. Huddle procedure.
Our procedure?
Huddle
procedure. They're just chatting too long in there?
Chatting too long.
Okay.
Absolutely. They need to get their butts in and out.
All right.
Just talk about the passing game. Obviously, you know, Coach Chizzy talked about a number of things going in, but a lot of check downs and obviously pressure leads to that. What did you kind of see out of those situations?
Yeah, there was some occasions on third downs that we missed a few reads that could have pushed the ball down the field, and we've got to get those cleaned up. The first third down was 7+. They ran a plus fire zone. We eliminated our first read, got to the second read, and the second read was walled, and we threw it down to the second read, and our third read was open for a first down. So those are the things that we're really looking at and trying to get better at the quarterback position.
Are a lot of those throws just designed to be high percentage and short to the line of scrimmage, or are there designed routes down the field that the quarterback?
Yeah, that's what I just said on that first third down.
Yeah,
we just missed a read. We just missed a read.
He's got a second week in a row where Trey's carries in the second half kind of fall off. This game was even closer, obviously. Any particular reason? Just
no, there was at times in the second half where they adjusted and they started overloading the box, which in turn would have resulted in more negative plays if we would have ran Trey a little bit more than we want to run track. Don't get me wrong, but whenever they overload the box, we have to have an answer.
What do you see from Texas A&M's defense?
Extremely disciplined. I've known Mark Snyder, the defensive coordinator, for many years. We've crossed paths, I believe, on 4 occasions whenever he was at Ohio State. Very aggressive play caller. He's going to fire zone you. His style is aggressive. Tremendous movement, multiple coverage guy, and that's what he's doing with A&M.
Just one of those weeks where you make, because of the exotic things they do blitz-wise, that give Patrick some help at times, maybe Max protects at times to try to get some shots down the
Sure,
field.
their fire zone package is not necessarily exotic, but extremely extensive. There's multiple zone pressure patterns, along with man pressure patterns, along with all-out 11 RP. So they present a lot of challenges in terms of protection, and that's been his MO forever. He's a very smart defensive coordinator that understands protection schemes. He's going to attack your protection schemes.
Do you have to take into account a game like this? I mean, their offense, which wants to run so many plays and play so fast, the necessity of you guys keeping the ball.
There's no doubt we have to. I believe they ran 102 plays against LSU, and to help our defense, that's our plan to win here, is to keep the defensive off the field, and that's going to be crucial. We got to keep drives alive. If we've been doing what we consistently in terms of explosive play, take a setback, and then a 3rd and long. That's not helping our defense. We got to keep them off the field.
Scott, in the big picture, not to bring up a bad memory for you or anything, but you haven't experienced this kind of losing since 2008. What is this? How does this compare on a professional standpoint to some of the kind of the struggles that you're going through right now? The team's going through right
Yeah, it's it hasn't happened too often. Obviously, to myself and also Auburn, and I really feel I feel bad for our players. I feel bad for the Auburn people. However, we're going to fight, and we're going to continue to fight, and we're going to improve. We're a young football team, and it's a struggle. There's no question about it, but it is what it is, and you either come to work and pound the rock, or you run and hide. And our players have not done that. Our staff has not done that, and I refuse, absolutely refuse, to fall into that trap of not coming and giving 110% every minute that I'm at this building.
Do you see that kind of commitment still in the players as well?
Absolutely, absolutely, and that's why I think this group is going to develop into a really good team. They're in adverse waters. It's tough right now, but as this group matures, they're not going to forget this, nor are we. And they're gonna grow from this, and they're going to fight their rear end off to make sure it doesn't happen again.
Have you ever been around any team, any sort of players where when adversity hits that they do run and hide, as you said?
No. That was the one thing that I was really impressed with at Detroit. There was guys that, Dominic Raiola, for example, that went through 10 years of that, and he never gave in. And whenever they made it to the playoffs last year, you could just see the emotion on Backus and Dominic Raiola's face that they overcame it. They never gave, those guys never gave in. And they wouldn't let their teammates give in. And that's what's positive here, is you see guys still, day in and day out, coming to work, busting their rear end in practice, and that goes through our leadership, through our head coach. Our head coach hasn't given in and will never give in. And I can promise you, on the offensive side of the ball, along with the defensive coordinator and the defensive staff, that is not in our nature. Zero.
Just talk about C.J. Uzomah, kind of what he brings to the table, and what you see out of him in those two catches down the stretch last week.
Yeah, that was good to see him. He had to step up, obviously, with the loss of Lutz. He's a very young player that's going to develop. He's learning. He's played quarterback in high school. He made the transition of going from wide receiver to tight end, and he'll only get better with time.
Do those wide receiver skills, is that something you can take advantage of, though, even as he's growing?
Yeah, there's no question about it. He's got soft hands. He has the ability to release off the line of scrimmage because of the skill set that he learned as a wide receiver. Obviously, putting your hand on the ground and releasing is a little bit different, but he has that trade. And we'll just keep him on the developmental stage.
How valuable was Lutz compared to what you guys were doing on and off the field?
Yeah, Lutz is, just like I said, I really feel for him. Him and I established a relationship from day one, and there's nothing more than I can say is that I really feel for him, and wish he could have finished his senior year.
Will he play in the NFL?
Yes.
Do you think?
Yes, I think he will.
Anything else? All right,
Thanks.
thank you.